Hello DIY lovers and welcome to another episode of Retail Spotlight. I'm your host Atira Shamimi and today I will shining a spotlight on one of the leading retail giant in the DIY and home improvement sector, which is Mr. DIY. It is a shopping heaven for those who love to roll up their sleeve and get creative. Absolutely! For those who might not be familiar, Mr. DIY has been transforming the retail landscape since its established in 2005. It is known for its diverse product range and budget-friendly option. Mr. DIY has become the go-to destination for everything from household items to hardware, electronics, and more. And what's fascinating is how it has expanded beyond in Malaysia route. Today, Mr. DIY has a global presence, offering an extensive array of products to meet the needs of consumers worldwide. In this episode, we'll be taking a closer look at the journey of Mr. DIY. It is a commitment to quality and affordability, and why it has resonated so strongly with DIY associates and everyday shopper alike. Stay tuned as we uncover the story behind Mr. DIY, the retail powerhouse that continues to redefine the DIY shopping experience. Let's jump right in! Let's begin with the basic, which is business planning. Mr. DIY Group Berhad aims to open 15 stores across all three of its brands in the final quarter of 2023, in line with its 5-year expansion plan. The home improvement retailer said its store expansion from the financial year ending December 31, 2023 remained largely on track. In the first 9 months of its financial year 2023, Mr. DIY saw a net growth of 123 stores across its 3 core brands, which is Mr. DIY, Mr. Toy, and Mr. Dollar. For the coming financial year, Mr. DIY target to open 180 new stores across all its core retail brands. Now, let's jump right into the Mr. DIY marketing strategy. The first marketing strategy is promotion. On the seasonal or occasion day, Mr. DIY will have a special promotion that set the customer on alert because the price that is already low get lower. Last year, during Merdeka Day, to help boost the local economy in Malaysia, Mr. DIY had the Proudly Made in Malaysia campaign. This campaign does not only help the local economy, but it also promotes other local brands that some may never heard of. Mr. DIY has selected different products of a local brand and had a campaign going on for a month to celebrate Merdeka Day. The products go on from household items to school essentials and even car care products. Next, the other marketing strategy of Mr. DIY is billboard advertising. Along with holding onto the tagline or motto, Mr. DIY also used campaign to advertise its brand. Not just any campaign, but a memorable one of the local to remember. For example, all the way back in 2014, the billboard campaign of Biar Kami Rugi, Anda Puas Hati, literally meaning of let us be at loss, you be satisfied. This campaign not only grabbed the attention of the customer, but also ensure them that no matter what, they will have their price low. On the billboard, you could see how Mr. DIY Hammer mascot say that they will be the one paying the GST tax. Letting the customer know that whatever item they have purchased in the store, they wouldn't have to worry about paying the item tax and should just shop at ease. Moreover, the next marketing strategy of Mr. DIY is e-commerce. On digital platform, Mr. DIY tend to be as interactive as it can get. On their official website, under the new and promo tabs, there is a blog where different DIYs video are shown. Here, we have an Mr. DIY life hack, which is DIY stationery organizer with a hanger. The video where all the products shown can be found in Mr. DIY. Furthermore, the next marketing strategy of Mr. DIY is social media. On its Facebook page, Mr. DIY stay interactive by giving out some tricks and tips, or their hashtag daily product for everyone, or a fact myth 10-second video of a certain product that they have in the store. All these interactive are effective because customers seem to be hyping them up. Two of the platforms, aside from their official website, are Facebook that have 3.5 million followers and Instagram with 276,000 followers. This is to engage and interact with the customer in an easier and modern way. Next, the last marketing strategy of Mr. DIY is working with influencers. While using this platform, Mr. DIY has the advantage to promote its brand even more by working with influencers and working with other business partners. For instance, Mr. DIY collabed with Adi Bahno as their ambassador. Because Mr. DIY stick to its mission and vision and has interactive platform that can engage with the customer to advertise, it makes customers trust more in the brand and stay loyal. Whichever state you go to in Malaysia, you will not fail to find at least one Mr. DIY outlet. Now, let's dive into the remarkable leadership. Leadership focused with 993 stores across Malaysia at the end of the first quarter of 2022 from about 354 stores in 2017. Mr. DIY continued to solidify its position as the unchallenged leader in the country's highest fragment home improvement retail industry. The 180 new retail stores that Mr. DIY planned to establish between January to December 2022 represent the fastest number of store opening for the company on a yearly basis. The company is also on track to passing the 1,000 store in operation mark by 2022. The new store openings are fueled by the retailer desire to bring its value-focused store to a new catchment area and expand its reach to more customers. As of 2022, it is the only large retail chain player with a nationwide presence and a fast-growing number of retail stores directly operated by the company. Next, Mr. DIY also emphasized the importance of motivation. This is because of the motivate the employee being more quality-oriented, being more productive as compared to other employees, and help the staff achieving the behavior dimension of human resource. The manager of the company, Mr. DIY, always go to the branch to see their staff. They also give some motivate to the worker for being more motivated pupil. The staff also will show the good attitude to their customer. It will make the customer like the company and rate it. This shows that the manager should make a more interaction with the staff and know about the staff too. Next segment, we will explore about the financial. Mr. DIY continues to record resilient revenue performance despite the challenging economic environment. In the first quarter of 2022, Mr. DIY revenue growth was primarily driven by a higher average monthly sale per store and positive contribution from new store as a physical store gradually reopened following the easing of lockdown measures. The strong revenue performance is also supported by increased gross profit, EBITDA from lower operating expense, and a net profit margin, maintaining its robust growth momentum. The financial strategy objectives are to obtain reasonable assurance about whether the financial statements of the group and of the company as a whole are free from material misstatement, whether due to fraud or error, and to issue an auditor report that includes the audit opinion. Reasonable assurance is a high level of assurance, but is not guarantee that an audit conduct in accordance with approved standard on auditing in Malaysia and ISA will always detect a material misstatement when it exists. Misstatements can arise from fraud or error and are considered material if individually or in the engagement they could reasonably be expected to influence the economic decision of users taken on the basis of this financial statement. As we conclude this episode, Mr. DIY retained its position as the unchallenged market in Malaysia's highly fragmented home improvement retail industry. As of 2022, it is the only large retail chain player with a nationwide presence and a fast-growing number of retail stores directly operated by the company. It is impressive financial result and aggressive store expansion strategy reflect Mr. DIY resilience to withstand negative external economic impact, thanks to its attractive value proposition for consumer, scale, and internal operation efficiency. Furthermore, the discount offer on home brands and best-selling items highlight the company's constant effort to stay relevant, maintain low price, and support the needs of Malaysians. We appreciate your participation in today's podcast, which is Retail Spotlight. Remember to subscribe, write a review, and forward this episode to other startup associations if you like it. Till then, keep in mind that every startup has a distinct tale that deserves to be shared. Continue to be inventive, be inspired, and pursue your dream. I, Atira Shamimi, as your host for today, is signing off. Till we meet in the other podcast. Bye!